Way Up with Angela Yee, and it's time for your Yee Tea. Now, let's talk about this Joey Badass versus Rayvon, who's on TDE. Their battle back and forth. It feels like this is just really gonna be on wax until it gets more and more personal. But, you know, this in January, we saw that Joey Badass put out The Ruler's Back, and he had some things to say about the West Coast in general. Obviously about Kendrick as well. And Rayvon responded with Crash Out Heritage. And then during this Red Bull Spiral freestyle, here is what Joey Badass had to say.
And I ain't taking no words back, I'm at all that. This ain't gotta turn to nothing else, let's keep it all rap. First off, I could never hate the West Coast, but since the it's coming for Joe, then let's go. Took it must have forgot what I said on Control. There's still a bunch of sensitive rappers in their pajama clothes, I guess. This ain't no East versus West, I just think that I'm the best. As a matter of fact, I know.
All right, so listen, very, very good that he said it's just going to be on wax. That's all this is, and that's what it should be. Well, here is what Rayvon had to say. He actually put out HoEra. Here's what he said.
You made a whole EP, copping please. What? Black man, let him breathe, let him breathe. Nah, oh fuck that, hang him from the popular trees. He had y'all food like he do it for the sport. I'm Snoop Dogg kicking over his little fort. You watch, you ain't carrying no torch. You let Ice Spice turn it to the king of New York. What the fuck? Get active. Get active. Stop acting. Stop acting. Get active. Get active. Stop acting. Stop.
All right, you got to listen to the whole thing, but obviously HoEra is a shot at Pro Era, which is Joey Badass's thing. So yes, so the two of them, it'll stay on wax though. That's the promise. All right, now let's talk about Honey Baby. She recently was on Lip Service, and I, first of all, love Honey Baby, super talented artist. I had no idea that she had work done, and she was very honest about it. She even shouted out her doctor, because you know a lot of people will pretend and say, oh no, I go to the gym, this is that, this is this, but she was very honest about having work done. Here's what she said.
This body was done by Dr. Jung. I got 360 BBL. I just had like hip dips, and I just had no structure to my body, and so I just did my research on that, and then I noticed Drake uses him, and I love Drake, and I was like, yes, that's perfect.
Call him out.
Well,
BBL Drizzy.
No, all the girls
Drake
that
BBL.
Drake gets BBLs for goes to Jung.
Okay, so to be clear, she didn't say Drake got a 360 lipo. She was saying that Drake, he sends the women to this doctor, just to clear that up and clarify it. But she was honest about it and talked about, you know, how it gave her the confidence that she needed when she was on stage. And no matter how she worked out, she didn't feel like she would have been able to achieve that body that she achieved. Dan, who's my producer, he also produces Lip Service.
Yes, I do.
That was a great moment, though, for her to be honest about.
It was. Mm-hmm. She was very transparent. You can tell that she kind of like had reservations in the beginning to share it, but you know, you create a safe space for these women to have honest conversations.
And this was the first time she's talked about it.
Yes, it was.
Even her team was surprised, like,
yes.
Oh, okay, she gave y'all that. But anyway, the full conversation is great if you have a chance to check that out on Lip Service. And when we come back, it's time for Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you know what we like to do up here. We like to give you those stories that you may not hear anywhere else. These tariffs, those are not flying under the radar, just so you know. It's way up.